Hello? 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 Why does it sound so messed up? Hello? Why does it sound so messed up? Hello? Why does it sound so messed up? Hello? 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 I think, hello? 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 I think, hello? Hello? Is it better? All right. So now I got the. Hello? I think, hello? I forgot. This thing's behind. Chris, how do I sound? Because I'm watching the video and I forget the video's a couple of seconds behind. Do I sound normal? I don't know why. Is it better? Hello? Do I sound normal? I don't know why. Is it better? Hello? I think I sound normal now. Let me ask Chris. Let me hear. I need his experts. Do I sound actually normal? Like, do I sound? Is there any no squeaky noises, right? Yeah, I don't know why that happens sometimes. Sometimes I have those technical glitches. All right, let me do the actual intro now. Sorry that I've had that problem before, but I've never had it happen for that long before. I had to fix it for about 5 minutes. Hopefully I don't have that same problem when I do the 205 live reactions tonight. But hey, what's up, everybody? I'm here to give you guys my WWE Smackdown live reactions for April 24th, 2018. I know I've been on a little bit of a hiatus from the channel since last Friday, but I went to my own Talkinator channel, which you should check out and subscribe and click on the bell too and do all that stuff, because I wanted to finish Walking Dead because I was at the end of season 7. So I wanted to do that. I wanted to take a break from wrestling because I didn't have to do any live reactions for Monday Night Raw last night because I didn't feel like it. And I'm happy now that the live reactions are officially back to normal. They're going to happen more when I want them to happen, and that's what the SmackDown live reactions is for. Now, I had set up a video. Yeah, I had set up it. This is why it's a good thing to have Chris Dodd in the chat sometimes, because he helps the channel. So hopefully I don't have a problem like that again. But yeah, feel free to leave any comments if you have them. I have a video that's called on the WWE YouTube channel that is called 5 Things You Need to Know Before Tonight's SmackDown. For tonight's show that was uploaded today, 9 hours ago, and I'm gonna do a live reaction to that, so that way I can kind of tell you what's going to be on SmackDown. Right now it's an advertisement playing. I'm going to skip it in 5 seconds. Right now it's recapping last week's main event when for the tag team match between Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles versus Rusev and Aiden English, when Shinsuke Nakamura interfered by low blowing AJ Styles, and Big Cass interfered by attacking Daniel Bryan.
Oh, Big Cass! What is he doing here? You guys, it is the final SmackDown.
And this is being hosted by Kathy Kelly.
And so much is going on. I'm Kathy Kelly for WWE Now, and I've got everything you need to know before tonight's SmackDown Live. This Friday at noon Eastern on the WWE Network, AJ Styles will defend his WWE Championship against Shinsuke Nakamura.
So we know that this Friday, at the Greatest Royal Rumble event, we're going to have a WWE Championship match. WWE Champion AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura, a rematch from WrestleMania 34.
It's a phenomenal one. Defeated the artist at WrestleMania. Shinsuke has just repeatedly disrespected and attacked the champion. So who will get the final word ahead of their rematch in Saudi Arabia? The 2018 Superstar Shakeup was an absolute...
And obviously last week we had the Superstar Shakeup, where you had superstars like Jeff Hardy return to SmackDown and other people come over for Monday Night Raw or from NXT.
Two-day roller coaster for the United States Championship picture. First, we saw Jinder Mahal take the title over to Raw, then lose to Jeff Hardy on Raw, who took the title back to SmackDown Live. So who'll be first to step up to Jeff Hardy? The Superstar Shakeup also brought the return.
And The Miz is going to be returning to SmackDown Live. He's also going to be hosting a Miz TV segment with his special guest, Daniel Bryan. I'm very excited about that. This is the first time these two men are going to be in the ring together since Daniel Bryan's been medically cleared to wrestle after all that shit that Miz talked to him in SmackDown in 2016 when Bryan wasn't medically cleared to wrestle. I'm excited to see what happens with this. This is why the SmackDown Live reaction is actually happening.
Return of The Miz. The A-lister will be back on SmackDown Live tonight, and you can bet that he's going to have some words for Daniel Bryan. Speaking of Daniel Bryan, it seems like he made a new rival last.
And obviously, they're talking about when Big Cass took out Daniel Bryan.
When Big Cass interrupted the main event tag team match with a big boot to Bryan. So what will Bryan have to say in response? Asuka will make her official.
And Asuka's going to make her SmackDown debut tonight. Well, SmackDown in-ring debut tonight when she teams up with Becky Lynch to wrestle the Iconics with two eyes.
Official SmackDown Live in-ring debut tonight, which she teams with Becky Lynch to take on the Iconics, Billie Kay and Peyton Royce. So will the two be ready for Asuka? You know what? I am ready for a new episode.
And we got other things set up for tonight. I got the show on right now. Obviously, they're doing it in your memory of Bruno Sammartino because he passed away last week.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Smackdown Live.
And here's The Miz. He's back on SmackDown. But let me kind of other stuff that's going to happen on SmackDown tonight that I didn't really get to break down is one of the Usos is going to face Rowan. I forget which one it is. I think it's the Uso that didn't face Hoppa last week. Let me look that up. Yeah, we're going to have Jimmy Uso versus Rowan. And we're also going to have Charlotte Flair and Carmella make their Backlash rematch official, because apparently they're going to have a rematch for the SmackDown Women's Championship at Backlash. That is news to me because I never knew that was happening. But The Miz is back on SmackDown, which I'm excited about because he was one of the best things about SmackDown in 2016 and earlier in 2017. And obviously now that Daniel Bryan can wrestle again, I'm pretty excited about it. But we know that at the Greatest Royal Rumble event, he's gonna be part of a Fatal 4-Way Intercontinental Championship ladder match where Seth Rollins is gonna be defended against The Miz, Samoa Joe, and Prince Neville. And obviously The Miz could end up possibly bringing the Intercontinental Championship to SmackDown next week.
Are you done? Do you know what this means? Then I suggest you do it. When my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut. You will welcome me back on SmackDown Live. Now, before I was so rudely interrupted, welcome to the most must-see WWE talk show in history. Welcome to
Miz TV.
Miz TV. The A-lister is back on SmackDown Live, and SmackDown Live is now the A show. I make it must-see. I bring the ratings. But I got to admit, there's something missing. And that something missing is a title. A title that was relinquished just 3 years ago by my guest tonight. A title that I made prestigious and relevant and honorable. A title that I will win for a record time, 9th time at the Greatest Royal Rumble event, defeating Seth Rollins. Defeating Finn Balor. Defeating Samoa Joe. That title is the most coveted title in all the WWE because I made it that. It is the Intercontinental Championship. But that's in 3 days, and this is now, and now is the moment that the world has been waiting for. My guest tonight is a man who just last week threatened to punch me in the face. He is a man who holds a grudge from years ago on Talking Smack, which, by the way, got canceled when I moved to Raw.
That's actually true.
He is a man who's angry because I told him the truth to his face. He is a man at the Superstar Shakeup who demanded that I come to Smackdown Live so he can confront me. He is a man who wants to get his hands on me so bad he can taste it. And quite frankly, I'm surprised. You know, just under a month ago, I welcomed my daughter, Monroe Sky, into existence. And when my daughter opened her eyes for the first time, and I was the first impression of this cruel world, I don't even know how to explain it. Like when she looked back at me with the pureness and innocence, I knew I had to be a better man. And from that moment, all the anger and bitterness that I had towards Daniel Bryan, it all melted away. You know, I'm surprised that Daniel Bryan didn't feel the same way when Birdie was born.
Ooh.
You know, maybe they don't have the same bond as Monroe and I, but you know, Daniel and I, we have a lot in common. We're both fathers. He's the star of a reality show. I'm the star of the upcoming hit series, Ms. and Mrs. on USA Network. You all are going to watch it whether you boo me or not.
Maybe I will watch it.
You know, Daniel Bryan and I were both masterful in-ring technicians. But the one difference that we have is when I became a father, I knew I had to change. And I am a changed man. I'm a better man. So Daniel Bryan, if you want to come out here and still punch me in the face, then come on out here and punch me in the face.
I kind of like how the Miz is using his, Chris talked about they're not going to make us wait. We're getting that Miz TV and we're getting that Daniel Bryan segment right now.
They want to see you come out here, come on out and punch me in the face.
Yeah, but I like that the Miz is using the birth of his daughter to kind of make it look like that he's changed into a baby face. But where's Daniel Bryan? Daniel Bryan not coming? Is he busy? What's going on here? Oh, go away. I mean, I don't hate Big Cass. Just get this theme song out of my life. I really wish he had changed his theme song.
General Manager Daniel Bryan, former General Manager Daniel Bryan, that is. This is the 7-footer Big Cass, who also came to SmackDown Live as part of the shakeup. Big Cass made his presence felt last week at the expense of Daniel Bryan, but left Daniel Bryan laying. Daniel's not the type to miss an appointment, but I guess when you're 7 feet tall, you make your own schedule.
What does Big Cass even want? Obviously, Big Cass was out of action. He was out of action since the night after SummerSlam last year, doing a street fight or a Brooklyn street fight. I forget exactly what it was called, against Enzo Amore, and he ended up landing on his foot one, which caused Enzo Amore to win that match. And Big Cass was out of action for several months. Obviously, Big Cass wanted to make some sort of big impact last week when he took out Daniel Bryan, take up a former 3-time world champion. Actually, I forgot. No, not 4-time world champion. My bad. I always forget that world heavyweight championship reign he had. Hey, Chris started even saying, hey, look, it's generic creator wrestler. Because that's exactly what this theme song sounds like. It sounds like generic creator wrestler music from a WWE video game.
Can I help you? Well, looks like you don't have a guest, so I'm your guest now. Interview me. Go ahead. Take a seat.
Well, I was supposed to be interviewing Daniel Bryan.
Well, nobody cares about Daniel Bryan. Oh, he had a career-threatening injury. He might have never made it back to WWE. Well, I was on the shelf nursing an ACL injury for 7 months. And I worked 24/7 to get back here as soon as possible. And the day that I get cleared, guess who also gets cleared? Daniel Bryan. And all I hear from the WWE universe is Daniel Bryan this, Daniel Bryan that, Daniel Bryan, Daniel Bryan, Daniel Bryan. Nobody was talking about Big Cass. I am living in the shadow of that ordinary little man.
Listen, I understand that you're upset, but if you're out here to try to help me with Daniel Bryan, I don't need your help.
Despite what you think, Miz, not everything in this world is about you.
Who do you think you are?
Do you have any idea who I am? I'm a Grand Slam winner. I'm a first ballot Hall of Famer. I'm the star of Marine 6. I main evented WrestleMania. This is a what have you done for me lately business. And what have you done lately besides hobble around on a bum knee?
Ooh, Miz, you're gonna regret saying that.
How about I shut your mouth once and for all right now?
This isn't about us. This is about the Daniel Bryans of
You're damn right this is about Daniel Bryan. This is about that average Joe. Looks like he should be laying tile in my kitchen. He looks like he should be my garbage man. But on Tuesdays, instead of coming to my house and picking up my trash, he comes out here on Smackdown Live and spews trash to each and every one of you. Yay! 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 Reach for the stars. You can achieve your dreams. Well, guess what? You're never going to achieve your dreams because they're unattainable. Because you are all a bunch of Joe Schmoes.
Big Cass is actually cutting a pretty good promo.
For me, I know what it's like to be a Daniel Bryan. Up until the age of 16, I was a little guy. I was small. I was pathetic. I was weak. I know what it's like to be Daniel Bryan, and guess what? It sucks. I got beaten. I got bullied. I got pushed around until one day I got real sick and tired of getting pushed around. And I started to grow. And I grew and I grew and I grew to be 7 feet tall.
No, everyone just chanted and you can't teach
When
that.
I got to be 7 feet tall, I went back to everybody that pushed me around and I beat the hell out of them. And they deserved every beating they got, just like I deserved every beating I got when I was a little guy. Daniel Bryan reminds me of myself when I was a little guy, and I despise him. But now here I am in the WWE. And I didn't have to work in the bingo halls. I didn't have to work the indie scene. I didn't have to go to Japan, Europe. I didn't have to go all around the world. And you want to know why? Because I'm tall, I'm educated, and I'm damn good looking. And that makes me valuable. That makes me a star. That makes me money. But yet, I still live in the shadow of a Daniel Bryan. Well, not for long. Because I'm going to make sure Daniel Bryan goes back to where he belongs. On the shelf, beaten, battered, bruised, and retired. And he will never, never cast a shadow over me or anybody else again. Yes, yes, yes. A very bitter Big Cass.
Good promo by Big Cass. I gotta admit, that was a hell of a promo. Chris Dodd said, I guess Chris Dodd didn't like the promo very much though, because he said that's why you suck. But we got Corey Graves, Tom Phillips, and Byron Saxon on commentary for this show as they are every week.
A lot of happening business here tonight in Louisville. Oh, Charlotte Flair's in.
Yeah, tonight we're going to have the contract started for the Smackdown Women's Championship match between Smackdown Women's Champion Carmella and Charlotte Flair.
The contract will be signed tonight on SmackDown. Yeah, but before the contract signing, the question is, guys,
and coming up next, we're going to have the in-ring debut of Asuka on SmackDown. Oh, there's Daniel Bryan. Well, that explains why we didn't see Daniel Bryan.
Get the trainer. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
But yeah, coming up next, we're going to get Asuka and Becky Lynch versus the Iconics with two eyes. Chris Dodd gave the first segment a down. I actually like this segment. I thought it made sense. I'm giving it an up. So obviously, me and Chris Dodd are in a disagreement with the first segment. And he also wanted me to. I also have to read another comment that he wrote. He asked, "Will the Ball Lovers strike tonight?" Referring to Shinsuke Nakamura. Will Shinsuke Nakamura low blow AJ Styles again, or will he strike again and maybe AJ Styles will be wearing a cup, not like a legitimate cup, like a cup, so you that way when you get low blow it won't hurt. But yeah, I'll stick around for a couple of more minutes. If I don't get any comments, I will take a commercial break.
On WWE Network, as always.
You guys can feel free to leave comments in the chat. Chris Dodd left other comments, but it was just pretty much him trying to tell me whether or not the
mouth-watering bread twists, baked sandwiches, pastas, chicken, and
whether or not the audio was coming in good or not. So hopefully that doesn't happen again.
What makes my famous brisket, chicken marinade, and punch so good?
So if I don't get another comment within the next minute, I'm going to take a commercial break.
Who's hungry? Do more with 7-Up in 3 days. Be there.
Yeah, overall, I give the segment between the opening segment with the Miz TV segment enough.
Oreo cookies and real ice cream. Now that's a wedding I would kill to go to.
Chris Dodd said he thought that segment was just a generic heel promo. I disagree. I thought Big Cass actually had a legitimate reason to be upset with Daniel Bryan. He was upset that Daniel Bryan that he was cleared on the same day that Daniel Bryan was. And there was no news talked about it. No one cared about Big Cass, and he felt like he was living underneath the shadow with Daniel Bryan. Obviously, figuratively, because really, literally, Daniel Bryan's living under his shadow because Big Cass is big and Daniel Bryan is small. But he's thinking about it more in a figurative sense. Obviously, I was still that Big Cass and The Miz were working together more than anything else. Like, we found out that The Miz had paid off Big Cass. That's the storyline I would have gone with. But with the storyline they went with Big Cass, I was fine with. But I definitely think the WWE overcomplicated it. Really, what should have happened was that they should have said that The Miz paid him money, Big Cass money, to take out Daniel Bryan. But since we have that scenario in there, I'm okay with that one. But, yeah. Chris Dodd says the points are very generic. Are the points generic or is Big Cash generic? That's the real question we have to ask. Is it that you think the points are generic, or do you think Big Cash is generic? But yeah, I liked, and then obviously I like that they showed him laid out backstage. It does kind of suck because we're not going to see Daniel Bryan tonight, but oh well, we got to see him backstage laid out crying. So at least we got to see him. I just rather would have seen him in the ring doing what he's born to do and doing what he loves to do, but instead he's in the ring. He's just laid out backstage crying. Hey, I got a wrestler cry. I mean, I can't really say Daniel Bryan was crying though, because he was just grimacing in pain. He really wasn't crying. So I don't know. There was no wrestler. Maybe one day we'll get a wrestler crying.
It's been going down about 3 or 4 times a week. You know what I mean?
Oh my God. We'll be back next week.
Next week.
Chris Dodd says both it's the same thing in every heel promos.
We welcome you back to Smackdown Live. It was before the commercial break. We saw Daniel Bryan down in the backstage area. We can tell you right now that Daniel has been taken to the trainer's room for treatment and evaluation. We promise an update as soon as one is available on Daniel Bryan. You know, I'm not one to jump to assumptions here, but I think it's almost suspect that Big Cass comes out here on a verbal tirade about Daniel Bryan, and then moments later, Daniel Bryan's been laid out.
Not a good sign for the Iconics. They're already, oh, hold on.
Wow. So good. We look so good in the ring, don't you think? We are. Oh, there we are. Look at us. We look so good. We're so hot. I mean, the camera loves you. Look here. It loves you. No, it loves you. No, it loves you. No, it loves you. Now, Becky Lynch stuck her nose where it doesn't belong. Oh, close your eyes. Oh, okay, wait. Okay, go. I as well of a lucky charm that I like 4-leaf clovers and a whole lot of dancing. I mean, hello, Becky. Yes, it's me. That's just spot on every time. Oh, and now she's teamed up with that nosy Nancy, the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. Empress of Tomorrow. Can we get a little fact check on that one? Yeah, sure. Let's do a little bit of science here. Hit me with it. Okay, so if Charlotte Flair beat Asuka's undefeated streak at WrestleMania, then we helped end Charlotte's title reign. Then we're better than Asuka! We're better than her! Oh my God, this is great. It's science! It's all factual, you know? So instead of the Empress of Tomorrow, now it's the Empress of Yesterday. We are the future, and the future.
That promo was one of the cringiest promos I've seen for a while. Okay, the promo doesn't even make any sense because it was 2-on-1 against Charlotte Flair, and now the WWE is just kind of pretty much talking about how stupid it was that Asuka lost her streak and that Charlotte Flair lost the title literally on the Smackdown afterwards. It was dumb.
Here doing the work while the Iconics were explaining that math checks out perfect. Of course it would be.
Yeah, so, and obviously Chris Dodd commented and he said it the best jobber entrance because the Iconics have been on the roster for 2 weeks and are already getting a jobber entrance. What a great way to make them look strong. That's great. Fantastic. And obviously he said that promo was fucking cringe as well. All right, but we got the Iconics versus Becky Lynch and Asuka. Asuka and Becky Lynch probably are going to win this match because Asuka really needs to rebound after her big loss at WrestleMania, and this is a good way to start it off. which makes me question what the point of calling up the Iconics was, because they they're just gonna get, they've already been brought up to lose like already. Like they can't even gain any momentum. The only significant thing they've done was cost Charlotte Flair her SmackDown Women's Championship. So it is going to be interesting now. This is a chance for how the WWE is going to rebound on Asuka now that she's lost her undefeated streak, because it's definitely strange. Chris Dodd says, "Where's the Asian accent? I was waiting for insulting accents." Well, they were cut off, man. I mean, what do you want them to? Oh, Chris, I can't talk right now. I got to do live action commentary for this match. I got to talk. You can help me out, Chris. You can do live action commentary in the chat. Obviously, Peyton Royce. Billy Kay looks very concerned going into this matchup. Asuka, Peyton Royce going to start off this. Asuka and Billy Kay going to start off this matchup. Obviously, Asuka, this is a huge chance for her to regain some momentum back since losing her undefeated streak at WrestleMania. This is a chance. Obviously, Asuka's got to be asking herself, where does my career go from here? Oh, and a nice way to get out of that arm winner. And Asuka really putting pressure on the arm of Billy Kay. Chris Dodd said, "Oh wait, they would not do that after the Shinsuke segments." Well, you gotta remember, man, Shinsuke, you gotta feel bad for the guy. Ooh, and a nice hip attack by Asuka. Shinsuke Nakamura doesn't speak English. What do you want him to do? Asuka really targeting the injured arm of Billy Kay, and Becky Lynch tagging in. But you got to question, though, the Iconics have been teaming together on NXT week after week. They've been teaming together consistently. You got to question if Becky Lynch and Asuka, since this is only their first time teaming together, will be able to have have enough. I can't think of the word. We'll be able to get along and build the chemistry like the Iconics have. And Asuka with a nice running knee right across the apron. Oh yeah, Chris Dodd talked about. Oh yeah, with gender. He's referring to they didn't mock Asuka's accent because obviously we remember when Jinder Mahal, when he was WWE champion against Shinsuke Nakamura, he was mocking his accents. Oh, and Becky Lynch with a nice arm drag, and now Becky Lynch continues the pressure on Billy Kay. Yeah, this is not one of my finest live reactions, but I'm just gonna go with it. Becky Lynch really getting the heat on Billy Kay. You know what I'm kind of disappointed about, though? The one reason I chose to do the live reactions didn't happen. I wanted to see Daniel Bryan and The Miz go face-to-face, and I didn't get it. But it is what it is. Owen, Billy Kay hanging onto the trunks of Asuka and pulls her hair down. This caused Asuka's face to hit, back of the head to hit the mat. Oh, and you gotta remember, this is the first time that Asuka's been in the win in a couple of weeks since that loss at WrestleMania. Is that loss still stinning inside her head? Asuka. I think Peyton Royce made a huge mistake trying to slap Asuka, and Asuka finally went away with rights and left hand and a kick right to the ribs and right to the stomach. And Asuka, another hip attack. I mean, the Iconics just can't seem to get anything going. Oh, and I'm going to do commentary anymore.
Is in trouble here on Smackdown Live. Asuka's first match as a part
right now, Becky Lynch and Peyton Royce are the legal women in the match. Chris Dodd said, "God, I hate the iconic duo. The whole gimmick is assuming how people talk. Fucking cringe." Yeah, it's kind of ironic that gimmick worked so much better in NXT. I mean, I don't know if it really worked in NXT, but it just seemed like it was better portrayed in NXT because, but now on SmackDown, it just really is nothing.
more than there is.
And I'll be honest too, the Iconics were kind of brought up at a bad time because they're really not going to be pushed now that Asuka's on the SmackDown. I think that SmackDown Women's Division is just going to be all about the Iconics and Asuka. No, not all about Charlotte Flair, Carmella, and Asuka.
I got a pencil in my hand. I was writing down the work. I could show it to you. Here's what you have to be concerned about if you're the Iconics.
Yeah, but the Iconics gimmick's been terrible on the main roster so far.
Isolated yourself in this women's division, right? And Byron, you can't sit with them, okay? This is what the Iconics do. They've isolated themselves all over.
Oh my gosh. Becky Lynch could have just dislocated her shoulder right there.
Right at this particular juncture, I don't think Peyton and Billy need to be worried about anything right now. Things are going swimmingly for the Iconics.
Ooh. And again, right to the left arm. And look at how well the Iconics are working together. Byron, these two have known each other since they were teenagers in Australia.
Oh, absolutely. Went to the same high school in Sydney, Australia. They went to the same wrestling school. They signed their contracts to WWE at the same time. These two have been attached at the hip, basically, the majority of their lives.
Simultaneously, Becky Lynch and Asuka teaming up here together. Becky Lynch, not a lot of experience with Asuka.
Obviously, got a question too. There's been rumors that the WWE is going to bring in women's tag team championships, which I hope they don't do. Around the summer, in the summertime, going to be interesting to see if the Iconics would be the first ever women tag team champions, even though they really wouldn't be the first ever women tag team champions. But under that, but I don't expect it to really follow the old women's tag team championship. So
they're already on the map, Phillips. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
Been on SmackDown Live for 2 weeks. For giving an assist to the now SmackDown Women's Champion, congratulations. Oh,
better move right.
Oh, and Becky Lynch trying to battle out of the corner.
Oh, double clothesline.
Down. And Asuka
obviously, Becky Lynch. I feel bad for Becky Lynch. She really can't seem to get like a good success rate up on the main roster.
There goes Billy Kay.
Asuka for
a nice drop kick.
Taking Peyton Royce off of her feet. Now Peyton Royce. Yep.
Oh, ankle lock.
Standing ankle lock here on Peyton Royce, and Peyton's trying to escape. It makes her way to Billy Kay here.
Does that count as a tag?
Oh! In the official's eyes, at least.
Oh, German suplex.
Caught up by Asuka with the German. Watch out! And the
hip attack.
Three. And a tag, and now Lynch is legal. Asuka trusting her partner here in this matchup. Becky and Asuka barely.
Double arm drag.
Now.
Nice shining wizard.
Right across the front.
A nice leg drop.
Leg drop there. And Billy
See you later, Billy Kay. Nice try.
Billy Kay looked, if you want to know, part of Asuka.
Chris Todd said that it would make the women's tag team the women's division better if they had women's tag team championships. I guess I can agree with that, but the thing I hope they don't do is they if they are going to do women's tag team championships, they should do it on both shows, not on one. Because I have a feeling like knowing the WWE, they like to keep the brands separate. They're going to have like one women's tag team championship on one show and then one on the other show. If they're gonna do it that way, then I'm all set. Plus, like I've talked about before. Oh wow, the Iconics got the win. So that's Asuka's second loss on the main roster now, which is kind of a surprise. I'll give that like a thumbs in the middle. It was kind of what it should have been. The Iconics really should be winning because they're really new to the main roster. So,
regardless of how it happened,
and they won in a good heel fashion. So.
Here on Smackdown Live.
Right
now, I'm outside Commissioner Shane McMahon's office, and clearly Smackdown Live is off to a rather chaotic start. And hopefully a little bit later tonight, I'll be able to provide an update on Daniel Bryan. AJ, clearly you're in a very good mood. What's going on?
Yeah, well, why wouldn't I be? I'm a happy guy. I mean, and we're 3 days away from the greatest Royal Rumble event. I'm all alone in the ring with Shinsuke Nakamura. You're talking about right now, though, why I'm so happy. Oh, wait. Shake your hand, just gave me the opportunity to soften up Shinsuke right here tonight. But of course, Shinsuke is the con artist that we all know, and he's decided to bring his friends along as his teammates tonight. Rusev Day.
Wait, so you're telling me you're taking on Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev Day alone?
I didn't say that. I mean, I would if I had to. But I'm lucky enough to have some backup tonight. So we're going to make this a 6-man tag match.
Do you have any idea who your partners are going to be?
Oh, yeah. And it's going to be too sweet.
Ooh, the club. The club. Gallows and Anderson going to be making their debut on SmackDown, baby. That's going to be one hell of a main event.
I cannot wait to find out later tonight here in Louisville. But a lot still to come in the future of AJ Styles, because this Friday it takes place in.
So yeah, this Friday they're going to probably plug this like crazy. We have the Greatest Royal Rumble coming up. Yeah, going to be. I think it's actually going to be a pretty good show. It's going to be an interesting show. It's kind of strange that WWE did business with them when they're all about that woman's revolution, though, and they can't even have a woman go to the show and did business with these people. But yeah, we know at this show we're going to have a WWE Championship match, the WrestleMania 34 rematch, WWE Champion AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Then we're going to have a fatal 4-way ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. SmackDown's The Miz versus Intercontinental Champion Raw's Seth Rollins versus SmackDown Samoa Joe versus Raw's Prince Devitt. Then we're also going to have John Cena versus Triple H in a match that makes no sense.
Triple H. And what about the largest Royal Rumble match in history for the first time ever? 50 men will participate.
We're going to have the first ever Greatest Royal Rumble 50-man Royal Rumble match.
The last man standing wins the greatest Royal Rumble. It is
I have to go look up who's in the match.
At noon Eastern, streaming live only on the WWE Network. So go to WWNetwork.com right now and sign up, because not only will new subscribers see
the people that are going to be in the Greatest Royal Rumble match is going to be, so far, who's announced is SmackDown's Daniel Bryan, Monday Night Raw's Big Show, Monday Night Raw's Braun Strowman. Before I get to that, though, still to come tonight, we're going to have the contract signing for the SmackDown Women's Championship match at Backlash between SmackDown Women's Champion Carmella and Charlotte Flair. But let me go through who's going to be in the Greatest Royal Rumble match. The people that are going to be in the Greatest Royal Rumble match is going to be SmackDown's Daniel Bryan, Monday Night Raw's Big Show, Monday Night Raw's Braun Strowman, Monday Night Raw's General Manager Kurt Angle, Monday Night Raw's Apollo Crews, Monday Night Raw's Titus O'Neil, Monday Night Raw's Elias, Monday Night Raw's Goldust, Monday Night Raw's Mojo Rawley, Monday Night Raw's Dolph Ziggler, Monday Night Raw's Baron Corbin, Monday Night Raw's Chad Gable, SmackDown's Big E, SmackDown's Kofi Kingston, SmackDown's Xavier Woods, SmackDown's Shelton Benjamin, SmackDown's Sin Cara, SmackDown's Chris Jericho, Monday Night Raw's hold on, I gotta get the guy's name. Just give me a minute. But it's Monday Night Raw's It's Monday Night Raw's Robert Bob, Bobby, Wood, totally awesome, Mark Wood. Monday Night Raw's Kevin Owens, and Monday Night Raw's Sami Zayn. So those are all the people that are in the gonna be in the Greatest Royal Rumble match. And I did get some comments on the chat. I'm gonna read them. Chris Dodd asked for the finish. Chris Dodd's gonna join the SmackDown Live reactions. I'm not even gonna. Wow. Let's add Chris Dodd to the SmackDown Live reactions. See what and then when he gets here, ask him what made him want to join the party. Chris Dodd's joining the SmackDown Live reactions. See if he can get in on this. Oh,
I'm
look,
here.
look who's here. What made you want to join the party?
I just want to.
Were you mad your comments weren't getting read?
No, I just wanted to join.
Okay, yeah, we got
I'm not doing anything right now. Might as well join.
we got SmackDown coming on right now. And at least the good thing is you don't have to comment anymore. What do you think?
Yeah, that's practically why I did join, because I'm the new comments.
So you are here. What do you think of the show so far? Even though people kind of already know. So
I think it's been good so far. As you can see by the comments, I didn't really mind the opening segment as much. I wanted to see Brian, obviously, but I kind of like where it's going.
yeah,
I could give a shit less about that tag team match.
I don't know if you
No interest.
I was mainly trying to read your comment. Oh wait, we gotta listen to this.
It's not about being a champion for the people. This is the only brand we're worried about.
Andrade.
He's gonna be up on the. He's gonna be making his SmackDown debut soon.
Is it
Main
would it be
roster
tonight?
debut.
That's what they did with Baron Corbin.
Huh?
It might be next week or tonight.
Better be tonight, or I'm gonna turn this show off.
All right.
But yeah, anyhow, with the opening segment, I feel like what would have been better though is if Big Cass revealed that Miz paid him to attack Daniel Bryan.
That would have been way better. Instead, we got is Miz not aligned with him, or is he? But he gave kind of a sinister smile at the end, so I kind of think he is in some way.
Yeah, and then poor Daniel Bryan, man. Can you imagine too? The guy just came off and injured. Oh look, there's the Usos.
My dudes. At day one-ish.
No, it's day one is H.
You're not going to come out there.
No, I am not going to promise or apologize for last week. Who knows what could have happened to you? I'm not going to promise or apologize for last week. Of course I trust.
I think I'm ahead.
You're a little bit ahead of me right now, actually.
So I gotta keep my live reactions on the down low a little bit.
I love you with all my heart. Last week, I looked Harper and Rowan in the eyes, and I saw nothing. Absolutely nothing. Do you understand? I know this is us. This is what we do. This is our life. But I just got a bad feeling about this tonight, and I need you to trust me on it. I just got a bad feeling
Worried about me? And I need you to trust me. Look, I knew you loved me. You always talking about you and that word about your boyfriend.
Stop playing. I need you to be serious right now.
Look, you just look good when you all worked up. But look, don't even trip about it, all right? Who's going to be out there? He got my back. This Friday at the greatest Royal Rumble, we're going to get our tag team championships back. But tonight, I'm going to take care of Rowan. All right? Come on. I got you. I'm going to take care of Rowan. Come on, bring it in. All right? Don't worry about it.
Naomi's showing concern for her husband.
Kind of reminded me of that.
It's kind of weird that they're starting the storyline now because they can't even do anything with it on Friday.
It's just weird.
I mean, look, I'm surprised she survived looking into the Bludgeon Brothers' eyes. I mean, I would think.
She apparently saw nothing.
Yeah.
How can you? I mean, they're not ghosts. They're human beings.
I know.
I like how they gave Luke Harper a sheep mask now.
I know. It's just. Yeah, remember though, it's just Harper now. I don't know who this Luke Harper is.
Oh, Luke Harper. Okay.
I still can't believe you messed that up last week.
I kind of stole it from New Legacy.
Oh, I see. So who you picking, Owen or Jimmy Uso?
Another squash.
Yeah,
it hurts me. It hurts me to say that.
The Bludgeon Brothers should be jobbing people out, though.
I know. I love the Usos.
But the Bludgeon Brothers are monsters, man. They got to destroy
Usos should win a squash match in Jeddah.
Well, there is good news. Since you're here, there'll be no more commercial break. There'll be no commercial breaks.
I know, because they can just talk. Isn't that fantastic?
You should join. I was gonna say,
it's so weird how they're doing a casket match in Jeddah.
Yeah, that's weird.
Like, that's how they bring back the Undertaker. So, like, in a full-time match.
It's in a casket match.
It's a casket match. A match that he hasn't competed in like 20 years, something like that.
And a match where it's his opponent. The match has changed 3 times.
It was him and Rusev, and then it was him and Jericho, and now it's him and Rusev again.
Well, it's like the morning of, they're just gonna be like, oh, wait a minute.
It's an actual singles match. It's not a casket match anymore.
Yeah. And then they're like, well, what do we do with this casket? I don't know.
Now it's in a Hell in a Cell.
It's in a Hell in a Cell casket match where you have to choke your opponent through the cell into a casket.
He has to throw Rusev through the Hell in a Cell, and then he has to land perfectly inside of the casket, or else he loses. And
the casket has to shut on impact. If it doesn't shut on impact, the match continues.
The match ends in a no contest. I'm really excited for it, though. It's actually going to be a really good show.
Yeah, I mean,
they're really stacking it.
Definitely, like, I was just going over I'll go over the card again. I'm looking forward to that. I feel like I don't really know how if I'm looking forward to this Rumble match or not, because I don't know how it's going to be with 50 guys in it, because I was at the 40-man one and that didn't really go over so well. So
yeah, I mean, I'm excited for it. It's gonna be something interesting and new, obviously, because they've never done it before. And this is like on the second time they've gone over 30, so it's like it's not something they do very often. And I'm just happy it's a network special and it's not just a live event like Starrcade was.
Oh yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to watch it though until like 8 o'clock at night, just because I'll be getting home from school at like 12:30, and I don't think I can like. It's like going to be all messed up if I try watching it from the beginning and stuff too. So,
but if you watch it while you're at school, because you don't have any classes,
that's true. Well, no,
you can watch it while you're waiting for your ride to come.
Maybe I'll do like the weirdest live reactions ever.
Yeah, you could just do the live reactions like when you get back to your house.
Yeah, it's going to be the weirdest ones. But yeah, we got the only. So yeah, we got the John Cena Triple H match. I don't even care about John Cena versus Triple H.
I don't either, but it's like I still think it's going to be pretty decent.
We'll see. The matches in the past haven't been all that great. So
it's going to be less than like 10 minutes.
The Triple H match, man. There's a rule. Oh, speaking of John Cena, there he is.
A guy who hates kids in a kids commercial.
Yeah. But every Triple H match, it's an unwritten rule. It has to go 20 minutes tops.
I don't know how that's gonna go.
Can't go less than every Triple H match can't be less than 20 minutes.
It's gonna go less than 10.
And then we got the Cruiserweight Championship match: Cedric Alexander versus a TBD versus that great TBD wrestler, Chris.
He's TBD.
Yeah. I hope someone on 205 Live in the Gauntlet doesn't take his place tonight, because that'd be mean.
I hope it's not Bud Murph.
He can't, because he didn't make the weight limit last week.
Good.
Do you think he'll ever make the weight limit?
I don't think he'll ever make the weight limit.
He was probably thinking about his.
I like how he doesn't make the weight limit and he gets rewarded by getting a Cruiserweight Championship match.
No, he can't even have a Cruiserweight Championship match.
Isn't he getting it at Backlash?
He might.
Because I think that's what Rockstar Spud said. He's having a championship match at Backlash.
You mean Drake Maverick?
Nope, don't know who that is.
Come on, man. You gotta start watching 205 Live.
I have been.
How do you not know that's his name now?
Because I don't recall him being called Drake Maverick.
What do you call him being called?
Rockstar Spud.
Okay.
I don't even know who Drake Maverick even is.
Rowan pulled out a drop kick. I don't think he's ever done that before in his life.
Holy shit! Yeah, I just saw that. I'm behind. I'm a little bit behind on you.
Oh, I'll try not to pull a Steve Copley and spoil if somebody turns heel.
It's weird because I'm usually always ahead of you.
Yeah, well, I guess that's the network. I guess your cable's behind me and the internet's ahead of me.
Oh, that was bad.
I think the Usos are going to be dead on Friday. I don't think they're going to survive. I don't even think they'll make it to Friday.
But Rowan springs back into the ring. Uso's trying to use his quick.
Oh.
Rowan hit that turnbuckle. Knocks the pad off the top rope. Going up to the top.
Oh, it did?
Jimmy Uso trying to keep the offense up.
He just threw himself into the ring.
Solid strategy by Jimmy Uso. Just keep his foot on the gas pedal. You can't relent at all.
There's the hope spot right there.
See you later.
What? When the fuck did the... Oh, shit.
Look out now.
When did the turnbuckle pad come off?
Apparently when they threw Rowan into the wind. Oh. Jimmy Uso's gonna... I don't think Jimmy Uso's...
Oh, man.
I don't think the Usos are gonna make it to Friday.
That's like fucking Braun Strowman and Kevin Owens.
Do you think Kevin Owens... Did you see that video they posted where like Sami Zayn was like... When Mike Rowan tried to come interview him and Sami Zayn was just like, I don't want to talk right now. You should check that out. Like his blood's like going to his head and he's trying to get a trainer to come out.
I love when Kevin Owens got steamrolled into the barricade. I thought he was dead. The way he fucking violently crashed in the...
Oh, Naomi.
What
are you doing?
Oh, they got to turn the lights out. Oh, what the... Do they have to give her a full entrance?
Apparently, she can't just come out.
What the fuck? A stripper entrance. Oh, now they can see again.
I don't think the Bludgeon Brothers know what to make of this.
Would it be funny if Naomi just got big booted right in the face?
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. No,
what the fuck is going on? What the fuck was that? You're seducing a married man? You're sick.
Oh, come on. These guys are monsters. Come on. These guys are monsters. Hey, his wife can't do that on Friday.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm giving that a down. That was way too overbooked.
That was way overbooked. Last week was overacting, and then this week is just giving Naomi her fucking full entrance. And have her shake her ass on the entrance ramp.
Dude, they're not even playing. They're still playing a theme song, and she's not even like part of this.
Oh, that was awful. And I don't think she was even like. Was she just groping her brother-in-law? What the hell was that?
She probably doesn't know which one is which because they're twins.
The boys.
The club quiz is going to face Rusev, Aiden English, and Shinsuke Nakamura.
I like how they just gave that away right there, and they could have just waited to the main event.
Yeah, I know. Because technically, he didn't say it was the club. He never even said it was the club. What if it like? Imagine like he's like. Imagine that he had to go. Imagine it wasn't the club, and it's like, guys, it wasn't the club. What are you talking about?
It's like fucking. It's who got some Ty Dillinger and R-Truth.
Yeah, because apparently Ty Dillinger and R-Truth are like best friends or something.
That's the new club.
I love what you're doing.
R-Truth and Ty Dillinger.
Yeah, let's continue. Since it's on a commercial, let's continue go over in the greatest Royal Rumble card. We have the vacant Raw Tag Team Championship match between the leaders of World. I forget the name of the tag team name because I
I
don't
think
have
that's what they're going with.
versus the Bar. I guess the Bar is going to take the Raw Tag Team Championships over to Chris. If they take those Raw Tag Team titles over to SmackDown, then we won't have a choice but to call them the Raw and SmackDown Tag Team Championships.
Yeah, because they'd be in the same goddamn show.
Yeah. We also have a United States Championship match where Jeff Hardy is going to defend against Jinder Mahal. Can we just not have that match?
Exactly. Did you see there was a rumor floating around that they could flop the switch the titles, and Miz is gonna take home the IC title to SmackDown, and Jinder is gonna take home the US Championship to Raw.
Can we not have that happen, please?
I'd rather not either. But apparently they want Miz to break the longest reigning champion.
We can wait. If it's worth waiting for to not see Jinder win the U.S. title.
I just want to see how Seth is going to be as IC champion first before we take the fucking title off from 3 weeks after WrestleMania.
Exactly. Then we have
Jeff just won the fucking championship too.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think it's a week ago. Almost a week and a half ago.
And then they just went. And then they just. Like, what's going on? So then the U.S. title would just go right back to Raw. Actually, did you hear on Raw, too? The commentators on Raw were like, we don't even know what's going to happen to these championships if the guy from SmackDown wins. And what happens? It's like they've never dealt with this situation before.
They've never had this situation happen ever in the past. It's never happened before. It's never happened in any of in the brand split area before. That's never happened ever.
Yeah. So how about this? How about we just have Jeff Hardy retain and have Samoa Joe take the IC title to SmackDown?
Or we could just have both champions retain their championships.
Or how about this? How about Jeff Hardy faces somebody else?
Better.
How about he faces Chad Gable since it beat Jinder on Raw?
I would like that. That'd be a very good match, actually.
So I think I thought Chad Gable had the worst match of his career last night.
I thought it was decent. I kind of like how they switched Chad Gable back to being a face again, because I think that suits him so much better.
I like how
he's got the heelish background of the amateur wrestling style, but in terms of his character, it's much suited that he's the underdog babyface.
I know, yeah. Hey, you had Road Dogg right in this character. What did you expect, Chris?
He's gonna be a shitty heel with Shelton Benjamin.
Where he talks
also
about
not a very good heel either.
Who, Shelton Benjamin?
Yeah. It's just they had too many face tag teams.
Why they're advertising 2 pay-per-views at once too? You can't keep track of what match is taking place where.
It's so confusing.
We know that
what's happening at Backlash, what's happening in Jeddah, what's happening where?
I still remember when they did those triple threat matches a couple of weeks ago on SmackDown, and one match was to decide the SmackDown tag team champions opponents at the Greatest Rumble, and then the other one was to decide a Backlash.
Yeah, why couldn't they just focus on one at a time?
We know this match is happening at Backlash because
they can't obviously compete at fucking in Jeddah because it's not allowed.
What if
I don't think any women are allowed in the arena. I don't think so.
What if they disguise one of the women? What if they disguise Naomi? And what would happen if Naomi showed up wrestled there? Would the police would the police arrest them and hold them down doing a wrestling show?
I guess so. That would be interesting.
That'd be good TV. That'd be great TV.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our
She's wearing snapbacks now, like Nikki Bella did.
No, not happening.
She's if you think of it, her gimmick is when Nikki was a heel.
Yeah, exactly.
So disrespectful.
Dressing like a whore and wearing snapbacks. That's her gimmick.
Speaking of disrespectful.
I think it's weird that her and Big Cass are on the same show.
That's very weird.
Did you know everybody chanted "You can't teach that" at Big Cass when he said he was 7 feet tall?
I heard that.
I bet you were
When he
appalled.
said like I was stuck behind whatever. He talked about being behind someone's shadow.
Yeah.
I was like, oh. And then he switched it to Brian. And I was like, oh, that's definitely Enzo.
Yeah, yeah.
The champion before the challenger.
Because I think we knew who's winning at Backlash. That's why.
Yeah, he ain't winning at Backlash.
Because there's like no point for her to be champion right now.
Especially after like, so I guess technically Asuka lose her second match ever in WWE tonight? Then.
Yeah, she did. And the record but still good as a loss. Oh, you're not my champion. Don't worry.
I know what it's like to be a champion like me.
Well, speaking of which, I do know what it's like to be a champion.
I know what it's like to be a champion because I've been a champion before.
Because right now I'm the wrestling rundown champion. I forgot to announce it in the video.
I've been a soccer champion before too, also, so I know what it's like to win championships. I've actually won more championships than her. Actually,
you ever been the wrestling rundown champion though?
I've been that other show's champion though.
For like a day.
Gave me a standing ovation.
Actually, twice actually technically. I was the Aftershock Corner champion.
I've been this champion. Actually, we both have longer championship reigns than her. I have 3 and you have 2.
I think my combined reigns. I think I held the Aftershock Corner championship for like a month. I think.
No, I think 3 months.
I kind of make the rules around here.
I don't even know how long I held it for. I tried to lose it. Yeah, it was. I think I won at the Rumble.
Yeah, then you lost it at Payback.
Did I lose it at Mania?
Payback.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Because you tried to lose it at Mania, and then you.
That's right. I tried. I failed. I tried to pick worse, and I actually ended up winning.
You know what? That should be a funny gimmick now, when someone tries to lose a championship and fails every time.
We tried to do that.
I can't wait to see this again.
Oh, we get to see it again? I guess we're watching this again, Chris.
I don't want to. I'm being forced.
They forgot something in that.
Technically forgot that it actually happened at a pay-per-view and a guy won.
She said,
and there was uproar, and they totally forgot about that.
But Charlotte Flair brought it up last week, though.
Conveniently enough, that pay-per-view was not shown.
No, it was just not someone getting the contract.
Oh. To me. Oh, wow, I didn't know that was coming.
It's all about her, apparently.
She shouldn't have won. She should have cashed in and lost. That would have made the fucking storyline even better.
Especially
because that makes Charlotte's win at WrestleMania fucking meaningless.
Yeah, exactly. Especially, too, because, like, Asuka, like, no-sold that she lost at WrestleMania.
Yeah, like... It just... I hate this so much. Charlotte didn't even say she was ready to go. They just, like, rang the bell.
Yeah, I know. What?
Mike Keo didn't even ask if she was ready to go.
Well, apparently, now they explain that, like, it doesn't matter if the champ's ready to go. They just have to get to their feet, then the match starts.
I guess you can just fucking pin someone who's unconscious then, technically.
Oh, look at Corey. Corey Graves is happy. Once Mandy Rose comes out, though, Corey Graves is going to be, like, losing it.
Once Mandy Rose comes out, you'll see something sticking out from Corey Graves.
So I'll tell you what I'm gonna do.
The more you say no, the more they're gonna clap. You gotta know. You gotta say please clap for me.
And this time, when it's over, yes.
Don't give Corey Graves a boner. I think Yeti has one though.
He might be thinking about Mandy Rose right now.
They just were. The fuck. You stand up and you cheer and you clap. They just did that.
They're showing it again?
Wow, they must really press for time here to get to the main event.
Why are they showing this again?
What the fuck is going on?
This is like a weird. This is
They
a
must
weird,
not. They must like. They must be killing time into the main event.
Yeah.
It's 9:05.
And they're showing this twice.
9:05.
I'm the princess of Satin.
To me. Oh, look at the.
Oh, they're
Wow,
showing.
I couldn't tell that was coming. Oh, finally! Jesus Christ! I don't want to watch that anymore. Hey, the cinematic clapping now.
Corey Graves is upset that it was interrupted. He wanted to watch it again.
I could tell by the way she was watching it and they showed her that something was going to happen.
Yeah.
This is uncomfortable.
Carmella realizes that her championship is in serious peril right now. And Charlotte's going to get her opportunity in 2 weeks at the co-branded pay-per-view.
But Renee, I like how like they just have Renee Young just stand there and host this thing, and she doesn't even do it.
Uncomfortably, awkwardly, just standing there.
Yeah. Charlotte Flair's like not even paying attention.
Yeah, they. The fuck is going on?
Renee Young's trying to lay down the law.
Still not paying attention to her. Just checking your fingers.
Yep.
Okay, ladies, now that I have both of you out here, it's time to make this championship match official.
Yeah, that was really pointless.
And then they're gonna make this match official. What do you think it says on that Smackdown contract, Chris?
Nothing, just gibberish. She looks like she's about to kick her right in her cooch and then sign it for her.
Yeah. Who, Charlotte or
Charlotte.
Yeah.
There's gonna be physicality. Someone's gonna get hit in this. I
Apparently,
think it's gonna be Carmella.
Apparently it takes Charlotte Flair like three minutes to sign her name. That was bad.
You could just steal. Oh, I knew that was coming. Oh my god!
Yeah, the match isn't.
You just put the table on her face.
The match isn't official though, because Carmella never signed the contract.
The queen giving the crown princess a taste of her own medicine.
That segment is down. That was a waste of time.
I guess technically, if Charlotte signs it, I think the match is official. I don't think they need the champion to sign it.
But the champion has to sign. But both competitors have to sign it. So if one of them doesn't, then the match is unsanctioned.
I wonder how Carmella's face is because she took a pretty bad table bump to the face.
Yeah.
That fucking table hit her right on her face.
That segment wasn't down though. That was a waste of my time and your time.
It was like 5 minutes long.
The SmackDown's been very in the middle right now.
It's been okay. I mean, the tag team match was a big down. And
yes.
The shitty segment before it was a down.
Yes.
The opening segment, I changed it to a middle. Because it leads to something.
It's an up for me.
I call Goldust winning.
So what? Do they just get a trophy? I guess if they win.
A cup. A chalice to drink out of.
Apparently. Hey, look what I just won from the greatest Royal Rumble ever.
See, this match actually intrigues me a little bit.
What, the Universal title match?
Yeah. Because there's a lot of stuff like going around that's saying either Brock has this is one match or he has 2 more matches after this.
Yeah, and if he has 2 more matches, I don't think he's gonna, because I think the last match he has he'll actually lose the championship.
And they say that there might be a clause in his contract that he just signed that says that he can't drop the title to Roman Reigns.
That's funny.
It's just like I read it like earlier today. I was like that's really weird.
He must really hate Roman Reigns.
He must not really want to drop the title to Roman Reigns at all. Period.
I don't blame him. Well, there's Nakamura. Oh,
hey.
Oh, it's Aiden English.
No interviews.
Hey, it's Baldy. It's Baldy.
No interviews.
Last week, the superstar shakeup
Up.
party, the United States Championship, the
That's
Smack.
an up.
Yeah, that's enough. How about Jeff Hardy walking? Is Jeff Hardy
over under? How many times does Jeff Hardy take off his shirt in this match?
What about Jeff Hardy walking backstage? Is that enough?
Oh, he just stumbled too. I think he hurt himself.
So this is going to be the first appearance John Cena is going to make since he broke off his engagement.
I wonder how the reception's going to be. Probably loud because he's John Cena.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. It's so weird though.
They're probably going to cheer him because people in like India,
yeah,
Saudi Arabia, they fucking love John Cena.
The question I have though is
they actually really like Triple H too. Like, have you seen like it when they
yeah,
like last year they were around that, like they were Dubai, around that area, and Triple H was like dancing with the New Day.
Yeah,
he got like a thunderous reaction. No, it was when Roman Reigns had his sickness.
Yeah.
It was like right around that time.
And he joined. Yeah, he was like a temporary member
with the Shield and everything.
Yeah.
And he got a fucking thunderous ovation. So they love him down there also too.
Well, the question I have is, do the time to kind of clown Roman Reigns as Universal Champion is now, because he may get like the biggest reaction he'll ever get in his career down there. There'll be no other.
It depends on what the reaction might be. I think it's gonna be a babyface reaction. I honestly think so.
Especially,
I think Brock's gonna get the heel reaction.
Especially since you know, it's gonna be mainly a family-oriented event. So
yeah,
I think
it's really weird the way that they're just like how they set it up, because
they
set up for like families and for like bachelors.
Yeah,
like the seating sections. So like apparently it's all fucked up, and like they keep like messing it up. Like it's a big mess that's going on down there. With this, like they have like bachelors like getting put in the family section, and like it's just a big a big fucked up situation.
Yeah, it's weird. I feel like the WWE. Why I kind of question why they made business, because Saudi Arabia just seems very difficult to do business with. I question why they did business with them.
I'm the same. Like I don't know why.
Especially
like they're so like for some reason they're so anti-woman. Like I don't get why. It seems just so odd.
And the WWE is claiming that they're going into this women's. I feel like they can't say they're in a women's revolution now, because they did business with a state, a country that doesn't like that. I shouldn't say it doesn't like women, but it doesn't believe in equality.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, twice now. Abu Dhabi too. Also.
Yeah.
It was the first women's match ever, which is insane.
Like the WWE should have just said, either put our women on, or we won't take the money.
Yeah, because it just doesn't feel right.
Yeah. Especially too, after like they just had 3 featured woman matches at West. No, 4 featured woman matches.
Yeah, yeah, and primetime spots too. Also,
Ken Slayer left a comment, wanted me to react to one of his videos. I got to see what kind of video if it's a wrestling YouTube channel, maybe, but if it's not, then it's not happening. But I'm assuming if he has a YouTube channel that's called Ken Slayer, it might be a wrestling YouTube channel, because I don't know where else he would have heard that.
Maybe he's a Slayer of Kings.
Could be. I have a feeling what could happen though is if If I do the reaction, imagine he like copyrights my YouTube channel and the YouTube channel is like
Someone might be flagging videos.
could be. When because apparently someone can't take a joke when I say I'm gonna flag the video.
I guess so. But he's not in a joking mood anymore. He's not in a joking mood. He has to be serious and make threats.
I'm not signing that form.
Why can't that be me? Why can't I have a seat upgrade?
I guess we have to do something with little. We gotta start like doing something with these food companies or something. I never hear about these either.
I know, yeah. Like, I don't know how you can like win like a seat upgrade. Why would you want to be behind that commentary table though? That seems like where they always get put.
All right. I actually would hate to be at the commentary section because you'd have to. You wouldn't really be able to enjoy. Oh, Shelton Benjamin's getting jobbed out.
Yeah, as you can tell, Shelton Benjamin retained the Gable Benjamin theme song, and
yes,
Chad Gable took the American Alpha theme,
which
I said was going to happen too.
You should have bet. You should have bet something on that. Oh, Jeff Hardy hurt his leg, I think.
Is he still selling that injury from last week?
He is still selling the injury.
Jesus Christ!
He better retain that He better retain that United States Championship on Friday.
Talk about someone who can sell, not Jinder Mahal.
Oh, what happened to his theme song? Oh, he knows. We know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I love we just waited for it. He's
yeah,
like,
I know.
Yep, I know who it is.
So I guess Randy Orton's facing Shelton Benjamin.
I guess so.
Who do you pick to win this match?
Randy Orton, obviously.
I don't think
I want it to be Shelton, but it's gonna be Randy.
I don't think Shelton once you get the jobber entrance, you ain't winning a match.
He didn't even get it. He was in the ring and they barely played his theme song.
I think I didn't even hear his theme song get played. I think it was just like the greatest Royal Rumble.
It's like a second of it.
I don't know why they wasted our time. He still hears voices in his head.
I don't know why they wouldn't just like stopped his theme song. I would have just continued to Randy's theme song.
Yeah.
Make it like a little bit more like unpredictable rather than like have Jeff stop and then look back and go, oh, it's Randy.
Because it seems like they're setting up a future United States title match between Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton.
I wouldn't mind seeing a triple threat match though between the three that are right now. Exactly.
Because then Shelton can eat the fall and it won't hurt Jeff or Orton.
Or Shelton could win.
Or the referee technically could win any match.
It could be a fatal four-way with the ref.
And the ref counts the pin.
And the ref counts his own pin.
Oh, Jeff Hardy actually stuck around too to watch the match.
He's gonna rest that leg. I mean, he's gonna sell.
Yeah. The best of the Hardy Boys DVDs comes out. Is it already out today?
Available next Tuesday.
And I heard they used some TNA footage in there. Maybe
they did.
And they promoted.
I think they got the rights. They got the right spot so they could use it.
Maybe I'll get that. Maybe I'll see if I can get that DVD.
I wonder if it'll be on the network.
The DVD.
Yeah, if they have it on the network. Because who the fuck would buy like a DVD anymore?
Shelton Benjamin.
Boom. Oh, I missed it.
Oh yeah, Shelton Benjamin and Randy Orton feuded like way back in 2004 for the Intercontinental Championship.
And OVW also too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they came up in OVW together.
2002 class of OVW.
Yeah.
Which is, by the way, the Brock Lesnar, Randy Orton, Shelton Benjamin, John Cena class.
You forgot Batista.
Batista also too. Yeah, I forgot. those 5 tended to be like premier athletes in WWE.
Yeah. Whoever would have thought.
I just wish they would have like pushed Shelton more.
Yeah.
It just sucks that like he would have been pushed like as a megastar in like 2004 had he like had mic skills.
I know.
His talent's obviously there. It's just the mic skills.
You see, sometimes I don't understand why you need mic skills though, because Bret Hart was pushed as like a main eventer, and he didn't have the best mic skills ever.
Yeah, they love the wrestlers to have mic skills though.
I know.
Benjamin in control here on Smackdown Live.
Well, you know what that means. Guess what? All the pop-up commercials.
Hey, I love commercial breaks.
See,
it's the fake commercial break.
Yeah, I usually be doing commentary for this, but since you're here, I'm not doing that. So
good.
That commentary for the women's, as you can tell, I got the beginning of the video got me off to like a very bad start to the live reactions. Like,
yeah, I don't know what the hell that was.
That's never happened. That has never happened before.
I literally was like watching and I was like, "What the fuck is that noise?"
Let's hope that doesn't happen for the 205 live reactions.
I think did you fix it?
Oh yeah, I did.
I think you should be good then.
That was just the weirdest thing that's ever happened though. Like I sounded like a robot.
Like it hurt my ears. I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Did Jeff Hardy get laid out? Because okay, no, he didn't. I thought I saw him get laid out.
And he was awkwardly prone on the ground.
I wish they would make the commercials the small one and the match the bigger one.
Yeah, like if they move the spots because you don't need the commercial to be that fucking large.
I know.
Because it's like it's like picture in picture. It's got the tiny little fucking box in the corner.
What made them decide to do it this way? Anyway, like I know SmackDown does it, but Raw doesn't.
I guess to like show you what's going on during the commercial break.
Yeah, but
no one's gonna make any pinfalls there, so what's the point?
I feel like a match should end this way once.
I think they like pick and choose like what matches get this commercial break.
Yeah, because it's not like every. Can you imagine they did this for every match?
I mean, it's kind of like boring because we saw it when we went. There was a lot of rest holds.
Yeah.
Like it's not like there's like Shelton's not gonna do like an insane flip over the top rope.
Imagine you just did an insane flip over the top rope right now.
Like it's a lot of like rest holds by the heel.
Yeah.
A lot of stomps. Like it's a boring part of the match. Up its back.
How come I wonder why? How come SmackDown does it though and not Raw? Is there a particular reason?
I like how they said "Welcome back" and we were just watching it the entire time.
I wonder if sometimes the commentators know if we're watching it or not.
I think they have like an inclination that it's going to break and we're watching it still.
And I guess why do they need to say welcome? I like how they have to. I guess they have to say welcome back because that's like their cue to like know that they're still on they can commentate the match again or something.
Welcome back to a show that you're already watching. Up Dragon Whip. Oh, I love that move.
I like how they have to say like welcome back. Like, what did you think? We went somewhere?
Like, oh yeah, welcome. Oh, thanks. Thanks for welcoming me back to a show I'm already watching.
I noticed they do it. They welcome us back like every commercial that they come back to. Welcome back.
Like, hey, thanks. I was watching anyway, though. I don't need to be welcomed back to a show that I was already watching.
I don't want to be welcomed by Tom Phillips either.
Who the fuck would want to?
I noticed.
After all, he did threaten to face fuck a woman. That's totally been forgotten about.
Yep.
And people already forget that he got fucking Rich Brendan fired.
Apparently, people forgot. Yeah. I mean, I didn't. I needed you. I needed you to show me proof that happened too, because I didn't.
It did too. If he legitimately got Rich Brendan fired.
Yeah.
This is a fucking backstabbing fuckface.
Did you hear that? You may not, because this was when you weren't watching 205 Live. Like, kind of like shortly after that happened, when Tom Phillips started doing commentary for 205 Live, Corey Graves took a shot at him for doing that on the commentary table.
He should have, because it was a fucking scummy thing to do.
And And then I think one time when Tom Phillips was like, I don't understand, like when it was the iconic duo having a match in NXT, I don't understand why they feel like they need to act rude and brash to get ahead. And then Nigel McGuinness just said, I don't know, I think you know a little bit something about that.
He does, because he fucking did it.
Oh, Shelton Benjamin, look how smart he is.
He was stalking him. The wily veteran.
Aren't they both veterans, though?
Yes.
So which one's been there? I think Shelton
Randy has, I think, technic. No, I think it. No, because they both came up to the main roster at the same time. There goes Corey Graves' papers that he needs to, for some reason, to read off of.
Yeah.
He's got fucking Shelton Benjamin's fucking footprint all over them. I think I'm pretty sure Randy came up first.
Wait, who's that?
That's clear as day who that is.
Yeah. What is he doing here?
What other midget could that be?
Could have been the other one.
The one that has a fucking busted up knee?
Yep.
That was terrible.
That was bad.
Up pay dirt, 1, 2, 3. I'm guessing that's what happens. Stupid.
Oh, here it is.
Oh, that was terrible. That was fucking awful.
Can we give that a down?
Yes, that was terrible. What the fuck was that?
One landmark win to propel his career upwards. I think
apparently Shelton Benjamin just propelled his career upwards.
You have to wonder what the condition
How do you propel?
He is after that attack from Sunil Singh. Jeff Hardy's still down on the ground.
Was this Sunil or was it Samir? I don't know. Which one got hurt? I think it was Samir.
Yeah, I think it was Samir.
Hey, we get to hear the theme song a little bit longer this time.
Hey, Elite.
Hardy's still suffering that knee injury from 2 weeks ago.
Well, there's your boys.
It's booty. Pancakes and bootios.
Yep.
What a breakfast. Cereal and pancakes.
Why are they having breakfast for dinner, though? That's stupid. Don't do that.
Look how many pancakes they have. Look how those pancakes going to waste.
They may eat them.
I don't think so. I think it's put it back in catering, but that'd be kind of gross.
Especially since Kofi Kingston just put
Kofi's licked him.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. No, those aren't going back. Hey, they just in time to join the breakfast.
That's right, because this Friday after we win back,
it's a breakfast party.
Championship.
It's the Breakfast Club.
Yep.
Raise the glass. Host away because at the end of the day, it's obvious to us that
doesn't stack up. Oh, I fucking can see those coming. Oh, but Kofi licked those. That's gross.
At least they're gone.
Just get rid of the. Oh, he just. Sheamus just hit the one that Kofi licked. That's gross.
There's AJ.
That's gross.
With Gallows and Anderson.
I'm in love.
All right, let's get
back. I like how they went from like Balor Club to Balor Club again.
No,
because they were with Finn as the Balor Club, but it's technically the same thing because they're just like one big stable.
I think it's just the club with AJ Styles.
It's the Bullet Club.
No, that's in New Japan.
It's the club.
Yep. Thank you.
Of Balor Club.
No. Just the club.
The Club of Balors.
So, yeah. Apparently, I guess if the Bar win the at the Greatest Royal Rumble, they just go back to Raw anyways.
Like, what's the point? Like, I guess that actually kind of makes a little bit of sense because there's no fucking tag teams on Raw.
Well, then why would you draft? They're not winning because why would you draft the Bar? Why would you put the Bar back on Raw after you just had him
who's the Woken universe, the Woken Wyatt's gonna face then?
Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler. That's one team. They can wrestle Titus Worldwide. That's another team.
We're getting awfully thin here.
There's more. They can wrestle the Revival again and just
that's 3.
The Ascension.
That's 4.
Breezango.
Then we're at 5 now.
All right, and then they can wrestle Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel.
That's 6. Technically, not really, because it looks like Bray Wyatt's putting out the pitch for them to join the Woken universe.
And then they can wrestle the Authors of Pain.
Okay.
And then I don't know.
That's a legitimate tag team. Other than that, you mentioned about 5 there that weren't legitimate tag teams.
What about Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre?
Besides them, like 3 of those tag teams.
Revival. Well, I can't really say the Revival is, I guess, legitimate, can I?
Revival, Titus Worldwide, and I'm already forgetting a team that you mentioned already.
Oh, I forgot one team. Beauty and the Man Beast.
Them 2 also.
And then the Ascension.
That's what I forgot. Ascension.
So
4, technically. Because I think it would be interesting to see the brothers together. And Bray and Bo along with Curtis Axel. That'd be interesting. I kind of want to see that.
Yeah.
I retweeted that on Twitter. Because Bray Wyatt, sent out the invitation to join the Woken universe. And I said, please, because I want to see Bray and Bo team up. I've been for that for a long time.
What about Curtis Axel?
Team up on the main roster.
What about Curtis Axel?
I've been saying that for years now. I was a big proponent of when Bo came back originally for him to join the Wyatt family.
Yeah.
Because he was doing nothing. I think it was right after whatever the fuck that stable was.
Oh,
with him, Curtis Axel, Heath Slater,
Social Outcasts.
Yeah, them. That group, that random ass stable that existed for no reason. And then he went away and it became Bo Lever again. Before that, I was like, he should join the Wyatt family because he should. Because it just made too much sense. But then Bray came out and said that he should be his own person. Oh, that's Sanity.
Yep.
Good. That means it's not Bray Wyatt. Thank God.
I can't believe Eric Young's going to be on the main roster. That's awesome.
That's fucking crazy. How many fucking TNA guys are in WWE right now?
Chaos vibes.
After they rehab their fucking image.
Yeah.
In NXT.
Up trainer's room. We're gonna get a medical update.
In just a moment, I'm going to be joined by Daniel Bryan. And earlier tonight,
so it's Joe, Bobby Roode, Eric Young are the 3 that I can think of because I know AJ went straight to the main roster.
Yeah, hold on.
But the other 3 have rehabbed their image in NXT.
Precautions. I'll be good to go for the Greatest Royal Rumble match. I've come back from a lot worse than this.
What exactly happened?
What happened?
Oh my God! That taping him up like they did for WrestleMania 30.
A 7-foot man would attack anybody from behind. I have no idea. That's not how I operate. But I talked to Paige, and at Backlash, I'm getting a one-on-one match with Big Cass.
Yay!
No, I have a new lease on my career. And I'm attacking every challenge head on. And with the momentum I plan on getting from winning the greatest Royal Rumble match, I'm going to show Big Cass one thing. It doesn't matter how big you are, because everyone is the same size when they're on the mat and tapping out.
You better win it.
I fucking love that.
Yeah, it was great.
Oh, I fucking love that. Everyone's the same size on the mat tapping out.
Yep.
Beautiful. That's beautiful.
Does that gets an up?
That gets a mega up.
Oh, they're gonna advertise the show again.
Dana Bryan does best, cutting excellent promos.
Finn Balor and SmackDown Live's other new arrivals.
There's so many specialty matches on the show. It's not like these are just regular matches either.
Yeah, I know.
You got a cage, you got a casket, you got a ladder match, and you got a Royal Rumble.
Nothing and no one is safe. Certainly not the Intercontinental Champion. With ladders at my disposal and a match where anything goes, I'm going to leave a trail of broken bodies in my wake. That means the end of Seth freaking Rollins. If he's not careful, it means the end of The Miz. Without a doubt.
No, it's not the end of Seth freaking Rollins.
This match is merely a formality. The Intercontinental title is already mine. And after that, I'm going to sit back and watch Roman Reigns get massacred by Brock Lesnar in a steel cage. And if Roman somehow happens to survive and wins the Universal title,
imagine if that match at Backlash doesn't happen and he keeps talking about Roman Reigns, the match doesn't even happen.
I know, right?
Samoa Joe looks like he just smoked a huge blunt.
Maybe he did.
Look how high he looks.
Here comes the club.
And his wife's there too. The hot Asian wife. The pregnant hot Asian wife, actually.
I think he just pointed her out. All right, I'm picking Shinsuke Nakamura, Rusev, and Aiden English to win.
The club. I think AJ gets a little bit of his revenge.
I'm gonna say
no. I don't think he's gonna get his hands on AJ. I don't think AJ's getting his hands on Nakamura. But I think he's gonna get the win though.
Probably on Aiden English.
Yeah, I think Aiden English is gonna eat the pin.
By the way, what a great way to build up Rusev by throwing him in a 6-man tag when he's gonna face the Undertaker on Friday.
And then a casket match where he's probably not gonna win. Where it's like a 99.9% chance he's not going to win.
What's the 1% chance he wins?
That'd be insane.
What if the Undertaker...
I just heard Pyro and I didn't. I was kind of disappointed.
What if the Undertaker just, like, opened the casket?
Are they gonna use Pyro?
I don't know, because it's supposed to be like a house show, so I don't think... In house shows, they never really use Pyro.
I know why this don't come out together. They're stable. They're not they come out separately.
They did.
Damn, that's crazy. I think they're both in Montreal next week, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's crazy. South Africa, Texas, I believe. Right? Where are they tonight?
Oh, I didn't see. I think Texas.
Because that's where I think Raw was in. No, they're in Kentucky.
Oh, okay.
They're in Kentucky. I think Raw. I forget where Raw was. I think Raw was in Texas, and now they're flying from here to Jeddah in Saudi Arabia, and then from Jeddah and Saudi Arabia to Montreal, Quebec, Canada. That's insane.
Well, at least only the male wrestlers are flying to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
The women wrestlers.
That's just crazy. Like they went from like South Africa to back to the States to Saudi Arabia to Canada. Like that's nuts.
I know.
Like all within like less than a week.
They're gonna be tired when they get back.
I think Jericho's going from Jeddah on Friday, and he's going to. I think he'll be back in Canada on Sunday for something.
So maybe he'll be on. Maybe he'll be on Raw.
He's doing like an appearance, I forget what it is, but like he's doing something on Sunday. Like either I think it's in North America somewhere.
Do you think there's a possible chance he makes a WWE appearance since they're going to be in Canada anyways?
He could. He's technically a SmackDown superstar.
New Japan Chris Jericho or just regular Chris Jericho?
I think New Japan Chris Jericho's dead.
Oh, come on, man. No.
Chris Jericho said himself.
No, he didn't. He lied.
New Japan Chris Jericho's dead.
No, he'll come back one day.
I meant if that's his only appearance in New Japan, he literally got a 5-star match in his only appearance in New Japan.
Who else can say they did that?
Like, that's fucking crazy. His only match his first match in the company in almost 20 years. Almost 19 years. And you get a 5-star match. Crazy. Absolutely insane.
What if New Japan Chris Jericho came out, went backstage and challenged Road Dogg to a fight for ruining SmackDown?
New Japan Chris Jericho would win.
How many times do you think I've asked you that question?
I think 200 times.
How's your Tiger doing today?
He's doing good. He's not trying to kill me, so it's a good thing.
Is he? Has he eaten Michael Cole yet?
Yes.
Has he? Oh, Black Eyed Shorty said hello.
Hi.
I don't know why he's a Black Eyed Shorty, but I guess he's a Black Eyed Shorty.
Weird.
Oh yeah, so are you gonna join the 205 live reactions too? Or you're not.
I'm probably gonna tap out. I gotta take a shower.
Oh, I gotta tap. Oh, come on, you're tapping out. I want to see a tap out. Then I want to see you tapping out right now. You tapped out.
You still have to visit us. I will.
Okay, I get to the end of SmackDown.
What if the Undertaker this Friday?
But you have to watch 205 live on my phone.
Oh yeah, true. And you can't do live reactions and 205 live at the same time.
Yeah, that's if I went into my basement, which I'm not gonna do.
Hey, you did.
I gotta watch that Bruno thing, so I'm just gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch 205 live and the Bruno thing tomorrow for our show, the Wrestling Rundown, on Thursday.
I know we don't have a hook this week to make people want to watch.
Our predictions.
Yeah, our predictions for the greatest Royal Rumble event. Oh, here he is.
Will be tomorrow. No, actually tomorrow.
At 9 o'clock.
Tomorrow after NXT, make sure to tune in at 9 o'clock we'll be on Google Hangout at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, right after NXT. Make sure to go over from NXT and tune in to the Wrestling Rundown, where you will get your excellent review of Raw, SmackDown, 205 Live, and not NXT, or NXT, depending on if we want to do it or not. Maybe. And our predictions for the greatest Royal Rumble in history from Jeddah, Saudi Arabia.
And also, don't forget we're also going to review the Bruno Sammartino documentary too.
Oh, the Bruno doc too. Make sure to tune in. Hit that goddamn bell. That bell, you gotta hit it, because it will pop up on your phone saying that we are live, and you click on it and you watch. You give us the views that way.
We may or may not be joined by one Steve Coakley, too, on the Wrestling Rundown, who claims he's the general manager on there.
He claims he's the general manager, but he's late, and then taps out early.
He didn't. I don't think he tapped out early last week.
He didn't, surprisingly, but he showed up late, and then said he was the general manager. General managers don't show up late.
What the heck? What's this?
Up. He's got a new.
No, he doesn't have a new one.
What the fuck?
What is this?
Oh yeah, it's new. It's remixed.
He has lyrics now. I mean,
what the fuck? He's got a rap song now.
It makes sense to change the song because that song was too babyface for him to keep that.
This song is even more babyface. It's actually really good.
What are they trying to do to us?
Is it?
All they did was they just made
a Japanese song too. Also,
huh?
Is it a Japanese song?
It could be, but he has more of a babyface song now.
Oh, it's uber babyface.
So much for trying to change.
Now I know that Phillips hablo español.
I noticed that Corey Graves always calls.
Oh wow, that's the fucking greatest reason to change a theme song.
Why?
He was sick and tired of the WWE universe chanting it.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
epic! I fucking love it.
Shinsuke Nakamura is showing those true colors,
and that it makes sense. That's exactly why you would change. But let's
super fucking heel. I love it.
But
oh, he hit him. Okay, that's the only contact they'll make.
Yep. I think that's the only contact Nakamura and Styles will have the whole match.
Now the tag to Carl Anderson Graves. This is a well-oiled.
So why did
they facing each other on Friday or no?
Oh yeah, they are.
Okay. I'm guessing Backlash also too, right?
Stay tuned for the predictions, and I'll answer that question because I have a theory on that. Poor Aiden English, man. Like, he's getting beat up for no reason.
And he shaved his head. Mid pay-per-view.
They should do a thing now where him and Cesaro switch places doing matches because they don't want to wrestle.
That'd be great.
But yeah, did you notice that
oh wow, they're actually getting a fucking pop now, surprisingly.
Who, the club?
Yeah.
It's kind of strange too. I think the club looked better with AJ than it did with Prince Nevin.
Oh well, they didn't really team together all that often. They had I think they had about 2 matches together or 3.
Yeah, and then they just randomly.
It's been more like they've been more associated with AJ and WWE than with Finn.
Yeah, because then they just randomly forgot that the Nevin Club existed in real life.
The Nevin Club.
Hey, the Miz gave me a lot of material to work with that.
He did. I'm surprised that he actually said Tyler Black. And they actually, if you go on WWE's YouTube page, they actually have a video called formerly known as.
Yeah.
And Seth does it. It's actually really good.
I have to check it out.
He actually says Seth Rollins, formerly known as Tyler Black, which is surprising because and he was like, he said like his former ring names and everything too. Like he was Gix, Taj the Destroyer, which he used like one time. It's a really cool little history about Seth Rollins.
I have to check it out.
It's like a 5 or 6 minute video. It's pretty cool.
I got 5 to 6 minutes to watch it.
It should be longer though. Like I feel like it's like a WWE Network type thing that they're gonna have out in the future. That's like cut down to like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Because they could feasibly do a documentary on him from the Indies until now.
They did a WWE 24 on him right after he came back from his injury, kind of showing everything he was doing during his injury.
Making him out to be a babyface, and he came back as a fucking heel for no reason. And they made up for it, though.
No, there was a reason. He came back as a heel because he was feuding with Roman Reigns, man.
But then he just turned face, and it worked out.
Yeah. And then it took a while, but it took a while for that face turn.
It did. But he's been a great babyface though.
Yeah,
I think it kind of suits him like better in a way.
You know what the funny thing is that really works for him now too is that remember like when we first heard that "Burn It Down" thing in his theme song, we were like, "What the hell is that?" Now that actually like suits him.
It does, yeah. Because like everyone everyone says it. It fucking gets a massive pop.
But before it didn't work. But before everyone was just like, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah, it referenced him burning down the WWE archives for like the 2K video game.
That apparently somebody said was all glitchy and stuff.
Yep. Except for that's fun.
Yes. I did. I was actually playing 2K17. You actually could do a CAW league on that, especially since you don't need to do like you don't need to edit in the backstage fights. You can just you can just do them there for you.
Yeah.
So I was testing it out on one of my friends' Xbox Ones, and the backstage fights are actually pretty good in that game.
You should get it.
2K17.
You should get 2K. Well, yeah, like you should get like 2K18.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe 9. Or maybe get 2K.
Yeah, I'd probably wait till 19.
Styles unloading on Rusev.
They're gonna be playing a lot of it at my house, so. For the gaming channel, which is coming up this summer.
Better.
Plugs.
We're probably gonna start. We're probably gonna start talking. We'll probably make the announcement on that. Like the last day of when we're both done with school, like completely, we'll make the announcement on that.
Yeah, like the week of like
May 16th.
16th. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
But we're making
Monday through Friday. We have finals, and then we're done.
Yeah.
How many finals did it take?
And then the wrestling, because what was supposed to happen was the wrestling rundown wasn't supposed to exist until after. Well, it wasn't supposed to like really be a thing on the show until after school when it was planned out more.
How many finals do you have to take?
I think 1.
I have to take my bio final. That's pretty much it.
Oh, you're gonna.
So we should be able to do it like, or announce it like that weekend, probably.
You're not gonna have a. Well, how do you get to take the final for biology?
Scantron.
Oh, you are not gonna have the fun time taking that bio final.
I've already failed one of my bio tests already.
Have you had another one?
Yeah, we've had 3. I did okay on I got like a 70 in the first one, like a 60 in the second one. On the third one, but the second one was like she took forever to upload it.
Yeah.
Like it took her like at least almost 2 weeks. And I was like, I hand it to you. Like the last one we took, like she like uploaded like within like a couple of hours, and I'm like, okay.
Rusev here right now at Grace. How does Rusev fare against the Undertaker in the match? The Undertaker made famous. I tell you, it would be a great start right now. Picking up a victory over
Rusev Day.
Happy Rusev Day, Chris.
Happy Rusev Day.
All right, so before you leave, since 205 Live is coming on soon, who do you think's gonna win the Gauntlet match? I know you don't even know. We don't even know who's in it, but who do you think's gonna win the Gauntlet match on 205 Live in the main event to face Cedric at the Greatest Royal Rumble?
I'm gonna go Mustafa Ali.
Okay. What if it's not?
I feel like they're gonna get that. They're gonna get that match.
If Grand Metalik's in it and Buddy Murphy can't be in it, I'm gonna throw the BS card in there because like I think Grand Metalik weighs more than Buddy Murphy does.
He does. He definitely does.
And then I'm gonna cause some controversy there because I think they need to start making sure Grand Metalik fits the cruiserweight limit.
He's protruding in the stomach area.
Yes. And I know people say like, well, maybe he just looks that way, but that could just be his that is not muscle.
No, that is pure fat.
I'm surprised Styles took the heat in this match.
Here comes the hot tag.
I'm guessing Gallows is going to make the hot tag. Oh no, no,
It should be.
no hot tag though. So why did they call him Machine Gun Carl Anderson? Did he just come to the Wrestle Kingdom with like a machine gun one day? And
It was, I guess so. It was in his entrance, he'd do like a machine gun thing. Like he'd pretend like he was firing a machine gun, and they'd like play a sound effect, and that's how he kind of got the nickname, the Machine Gun.
I wish
they can't fucking say in on WWE.
Yeah, obviously, and they probably can't say that now with all the shootings that go on. So,
because he's the Machine Gun.
You know what the funny thing is though? WWE wanted to. The funny thing is WWE wanted to change Apollo Crews' name and shorten it because of that school shooting, but all they did was attract more attention to who the guy was and to the situation.
And they changed it back anyway.
I know, they just changed it back anyway. What did I tell you? In like a month, that school shooting was going to be like completely forgotten about. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah. Up. Up. Right to the knee. Hit him in the dick. Hit him in the dick. No. Hit him in the dick.
Oh, my pick was right. You owe me $300 now.
No, he's got him in the dick. That's not fair.
Oh, here's AJ.
Hit him in the dick.
Oh. Oh, he did it again.
Right in the dick. Yes. Yes.
Everybody like legitimately hates this guy too.
Right in the dick.
Anderson saved him though.
That's pure friendship.
Oh, Anderson just sacrificed himself to prevent his friend AJ Styles.
What the funny thing is, weren't they all heels in New Japan? Like, wasn't it the other way around? The club
it was the other way around because the Bullet Club are heels.
And now it's the whoever would have thought this would have happened 2 years later.
Chaos technically are heels because they have heels in the group, but they're like they were positioned as the baby faces.
Well, yeah, but now they're definitely.
Yeah, Bullet Club's face, and I think Chaos is face and Suzuki Gun's heel. I think it's time to suck it. AJ could have just gotten up and booted him in the face.
He's selling the fact that he was just punching the balls, dude. What do you expect?
That old mob mentality, you don't hurt the target, you hurt those closest to the target. The old mob mentality, you don't hurt the target, you hurt those closest to the target.
What happened to... And my Gallows got taken out. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, Gallows was hit with the Keen Sasha on the back of the head. That main event definitely wasn't up.
That was a definite up. He hit him in the dick again. It's becoming like my favorite thing.
Obviously,
well, obviously AJ's not having any kids anymore, so it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, so what does it matter that
they have 4 kids?
Maybe that's. I wonder what the book and put. So is that his gimmick? That he just kicks people in the dick, punch people in the balls.
That should be his new gimmick. His nickname should be called the Dick Crusher.
He's gotta crush somebody's dick first. Oh, he's not gonna say sorry. Me no speak English though.
I love it. All right.
All right, say bye to everybody.
Out.
All right, tapping out. You already plugged everything. So bye. Go watch 205 live reactions.